nation! No donation, no salvation!
And remember, respect is everything.
And we're back. As you can see, we're looking at Skullface again. But we're not looking at this Skullface. We're looking at a different one. So for those who may remember, I made this figure a long time ago to go with I think it was like one of my subscriber specials, I don't remember, but basically, I did an early version of this figure based on the actual source material, but that figure wasn't that great, and I decided to redo it in my own style, kind of similar to my other Transformer figures. That video is still up if you guys want to check it out. It's a really old video of mine where the quality just was a little shoddy, but anyway, in that video I also looked at this figure, the actual Skullface figure. Now this is from an old toy series called Modifighters, where it was basically just Hot Wheels' version of Transformers. It was kind of like Fast and the Furious meets Transformers. It was kind of, I guess, I don't want to say ghetto-y, but it was very street-based, I guess. It was more themed, I guess. But anyway, the reason I'm making this update video is because, believe it or not, I jinxed myself. I remember years ago I said I would never find the original version, which was the blue one. Well, lo and behold, years later, I found the original. That's the original Skullface. So we're not going to waste too much time. We're going to go ahead and open him and take a look at a figure that I had been looking for probably, 15 years now. I wanted to open him up on camera because I figured this was a very special moment in my history as a collector. Now, for those looking for context, this was a toy that I've been looking for many years, especially when it originally came out. But what I didn't realize is, so they had several different sizes. They had like the really massive ones. They had like the smaller kind of, I guess, deluxe scale ones like this one. And then they had even smaller ones with like pullback motors or something. I don't care about the package. I'm just going to rip it apart. I'm not going to keep it in the box. The whole reason I bought this thing was to open it. So yeah, I wanted this figure for many years, never found it when it was new, couldn't find it afterwards when I remembered it, but here we are years later. I got lucky and found one. God, that packaging is really dirty, and I can't not wait to throw that away. Okay, we're back. We got some clippers, so we can finally get him out of his plastic prison that he had been sitting in for... So this came out in 2006? God, this thing is, I want to say at least 16 years old, maybe? I think? Oh, well, the twisty ties just snapped right out. I mean, the packaging is so old and decrepit, I mean, I'm not surprised. But yeah, I've been looking for this thing for many years, and I didn't realize that these figures came in numerous sizes. So, for the longest time... Because the first Modifiers figure I ever had was Streetwise. No relation to the Transformers character. And I just assumed they were all these big, massive, chunky figures. Boy, was I wrong. I did not realize they came in numerous sizes. So, we're going to go ahead and look at a figure that's been a missing piece of my childhood for God knows how long. Figure itself looks like it's in decent shape. Yeah, surprisingly no yelling for how disgusting this packaging is. There's some ASMR for you. God! God, look at this packaging. That is disgusting. I cannot wait to throw that out. I am going to keep the manual, though, because that is, just part of it. Anyway, God, we're already 5 minutes in. But, yep. I made a Lego version of this a long time ago based on this color scheme, and now that I have the original figure, I can basically recreate it with exact accuracy now, since now I have it. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a bittersweet moment. Oh, what the hell is this? Little piece of plastic here. It's kind of bittersweet to be holding this now. I remember how much I wanted this thing as a kid just because of how cool I thought it was. I was very partial to the color blue back in the day, so naturally this was just something on my bucket list that I wanted to hopefully get a hold of one day. And I don't know, it had some importance to me back then, and it still does now because I finally have it now. So anyway, there's the Lego version. I've already done a video on that too. So actually I did 2 videos because I did it. This is the updated version. Let's see, how do we plug this in? If I remember correctly, this goes on this side. And the cool thing about this figure, you can actually transform him with his weapons in vehicle mode storage without having to remove them. If I can just remember, yeah, there we go, it just clips right in. And then I think this side is the same deal. Yep, just clips right in. And you can't even see what's going on. There's little pegs in the back window, so naturally you just kind of, they're actually they're not as tight as my other one, the gold armor version. I'm just glad we can finally take a look at it. But yeah, they were basically just knockoff Transformers with kind of like a, for lack of better words, like a gangster theme, or I guess like a street theme. Well, here comes a moment of truth. I've been wanting to transform this thing for God knows how many years, and technically I do have the gold version, which, here's that. I really don't need it now, but I don't know, maybe I'll use that as my backup to just beat up on. So, alright, let's see. If I remember correctly, these things were not that complicated to transform, since they were all basically the same. Oop. Something's not right. Okay. There we go. Fold the window wings back. Can't tell if that's dust or if it's just, I don't know, something's going on with those windows. But yeah, they're very basic Transformers. They were made for like little kids, but I mean, I was like, what, 6 years old when this thing came out, and I wanted it so badly. There's a little bit of yellowing on there. Whatever, it's in a spot where it doesn't matter, so I'm cool with it. I can live with that. Little piece of rubber band here. What in the hell is this all about? Okay, I'm actually going to have to cut this thing. It's pissing me off now. Cut me a break. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. God, I'm already going on 10 minutes. Jesus Christ. Let's get him transformed into vehicle mode before we waste any more time. Push his legs together. Just like that. Go ahead and rotate all this down. And then, oh wait, we're supposed to push in the waist. Let's go ahead and open those doors again. Yeah, we're supposed to collapse the waist. Okay, there we go. Oh, the weapon. Here, let's just remove the weapons for now. You can transform it with the weapons on, but because I'm doing it on camera, of course it doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, come on. There we go. And you just close the doors up. Get the arms, straighten them out. I like to straighten them out like this so that all the stuff's on the front. Rotate them out. Ball joints are fairly loose, but I mean, with a toy this old, I can't really complain. You know, I waited 15 years for this moment, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not disappointed in the least. I'm pretty happy with this. And I finally have it now. You know, again, it's a bittersweet moment, but I'm just glad I finally got to experience it. And my autofocus is freaking out. Let's go ahead and plug his weapons on for the full effect. There we go, there's one. And then this one, I assume I'm supposed to do it like this. There we go, so he's got like a little rocket thruster thing. And then you can put the water in and spray it. So that's all cool. Yeah. So now I got 2 of them. Obviously I like this one more, but at least now I can mess around with this one and not worry about it. This one's clearly going to go on display, and I'm going to leave it in car mode, obviously, because this is the whole reason I wanted it, was for the car mode. Yeah. You know what? I'm not disappointed in the least. It's a shame it took me so many years to get a hold of this thing, but it's a part of my childhood that I can finally get closure on now. So, I got the Lego version too. Y'all have a good one.
Hallelujah! Another soul saved!